WHHITV, and now I am talking to some of the administrators here. I have LaToya Scott, who is the Director of Teaching for K through 5, which is a new program that's going to be implemented next year. We're very excited. And I also have Debra Beech, who is a reading specialist. And I'm learning about the program with navigators versus teachers and how that all applies. So let's start with you. Talk about the new curriculum. That is a big project in front of you.
Absolutely. We are so excited about serving students in grades kindergarten through 5th. And when those students transition, we're going to launch what we refer to as Flight Team. So this is an opportunity for students to practice social skills. We have allotted time where they're greeting each other daily. They have opportunities to share information of interest. And also it gives the navigators time to build in activities that builds cohesion within that classroom. So we're definitely excited about that opportunity. We're also looking forward to What I Need Time. And with this particular structure, it gives the navigators opportunities to basically provide additional support to those students who may be below grade level. On the contrary, if those students are above grade level, we want to make certain we are providing them with STEM-related activities, but also continuing to challenge them. So if I had to summarize the curriculum, I would use the title of a book I read, Every Student, Every Day, Whatever It Takes.
You know, exactly. And what I love about this, so because we're going to talk about the reading, but I want to ask, so what you started in K through 5, you found that there's a need here, there's a demand in the community?
Absolutely. So we're currently in the building, and as a result of looking at the data, we've noticed gaps. So having the elementary school will give us an opportunity to close those gaps by thoroughly analyzing the data and being strategic in terms of what are those next steps. What are we going to do to provide those students who are struggling academically, but also what are we going to do to continue to challenge those scholars who are on or above grade level?
Yeah, and I just want to, when she mentions the word gap, it means in the classroom, if you have 20 kids and there's a bell curve and so you have 2 on this extreme sides and something in the middle. So that's what a gap is. So let me ask you about the reading, because these little guys that come in, some of them know their ABCs and some do not. And how do we help them with this?
And I think one thing we're excited about with elementary school, we're going to be using a framework known as the Daily 5 model. And it's not a set curriculum, but it's a framework for the classroom where through targeted lessons, the students are taught to work independently, doing word activities, writing activities, reading to self, reading with others, listening to people read. And when the students build stamina and they can work independently in those areas, the teacher is able to work with students doing one-on-one conferences, small group, where she can target what those students need and really individualize their learning.
Well, that's really interesting. I mean, again, it's a whole new approach. I'm a little bit old school because that's how old I am. But between the navigators and, everything was so structured when I was in school. And now that you've been in, the education, you've seen the landscape change immensely in the last decade or so, maybe.
Absolutely.
With the internet and the kids. And I see kids doing this all the time. I mean, so are they reading and comprehending, or are they just looking at pictures? I wonder, can you help me with that?
Absolutely. Would you like to respond?
I'm like you, I'm old school, and technology is a wonderful thing, and the digital platform is wonderful, but I feel students need books in their hands, and that's one thing we're going to stress in the elementary school is having a good balance of the digital and the technology, but also actual books that the students are reading. Right.
So the other thing I want to talk to you about, because let's say there's a parent has a child with special needs, if it have dyslexia or OCD, whatever those challenges are for that little person who wants to go to school, what makes the school special and sensitive to their needs?
So we believe in focusing on the whole child, where we're focusing specifically on meeting their academic, behavior, emotional, and social needs. And in order for us to be successful in proceeding in that manner, we have to ensure we're looking at the data. Not just looking at the data, we have to build those relationships. So this is why it's important that parents are a part of our family, because we're going to be intentional about meeting the needs of all of our students.
And right now we have open enrollment, correct? So if you have a child between K and 5, you want to put them in a program that they can then continue to grow up into grade 12, this is the great opportunity.
Absolutely. So if parents are interested in enrolling their students, you're welcome to visit our website, or you can come to our school Mondays through Fridays, 8 until 3. If you would like assistance with the enrollment packet, we'll be delighted to provide that support. So don't delay, enroll those scholars today.
Well, I want to wish you lots of success, Ms. Scott. It was very nice to meet you.
Nice
And
to meet you
also
as well.
to you, Ms. Beech, continue the success. And we'll be right back with more 843 TV.